Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pet Food Puzzle Guy. I'm Glenn, and first I want to thank everybody that joined my live stream the other night, actually last night. That was really a lot of fun. It was the first time, so I think I figured some things out, and I appreciate everybody's patience. And hey, we had people from all over the states, and we had boy, my Canadian friends, you guys are awesome. You're always there, and I appreciate that. And even Danielle, way down there in Australia, even was able to check in. So really, again, I appreciate all that. And we'll definitely be doing that again. So maybe give me some suggestions as to when is a good time for everybody. I know everybody's so busy, and we'll kind of schedule them once in a while. So that was fun. Today I'm outside. It is September. It's autumn in Colorado, my favorite time of year. So I thought, what the heck, let's try doing a video outside instead of down in my basement. That'll be coming with the cold weather. So anyway, we are going to get into looking at Square pet food. I had never heard of it before, but somebody had asked me quite a while ago to check it out, and I did. And I was, well, we'll go through and I'll tell you whether I like them or not. And definitely worth checking out though. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you know, I always go to everybody's website just to see, is it educational? Is it a bunch of gimmicks? What is it? And so here's their opening page. Health, nutrition, flavor, happiness. That's, can't beat that, right? That's pretty good. The perfect veterinary-inspired formulas for your perfect pet. So I like that. And it actually, the company was started by a veterinarian, a guy that worked at Purina for many years. So he had access to all the research and all the facilities there and everything. Then he went out and started Natura. I noticed that in his bio. And then he started this one on his own. And his son, Tyler, I think is his name, he ended up becoming a veterinarian and joining the company as well. And the other son, who was in sales and marketing, is now joined the company for the sales and marketing part. So it's a family endeavor. And so I knew nothing about them. So I thought, well, let's check them out. And I like it was started by a veterinarian. So they have their veterinarian-inspired diets. Let me put my glasses on so I can see here. But I'll put this picture up on the screen. And the VFS diets, you see there's skin and digestive support. There's a low-fat formula. There's two on the bottom deal, ideal digestion, and then low phosphorus formula. Now I have to say the low phosphorus formula intrigued me because we all know about kidney disease and renal diets out there. So I thought, well, how low phosphorus are they? How good is this diet? So I checked it out. And before we go to that, the other two diets they have are the Power Hound diets. And you see there's a red meat one and a turkey and chicken one. And these are adult diets. And these are high energy foods. Okay, so they're a little different than those other specialty type diets. And then they have an egg formula, a hypoallergenic one that uses egg protein. And so that's called Square Egg. And that's it for their canine portfolio, if you want to call it that. What I love about this website, and I tell you, if I was in charge, everybody would have to do this. That this is so good. Here is a page that they have for each of their canine diets. And I'll put the page up here, but this has everything you want to know about a diet. It gives you the milligrams per 100 kcals. Most companies don't even know what that is. It gives you the as-fed percentage. That's with the moisture still included. And then it gives you the dry matter basis. I mean, you can't ask for more from a company, and putting it right on one page instead of calling the company or searching through pages and pages. That's just incredible. On the top, right there, you can see it actually gives a little bit of information about the diet, what it's for. This is their low phosphorus formula. And there's the ingredient panel. And then you go below, it even shows the calories per cup, has a nutritional statement, which of course this is for intermittent or supplemental feeding only, because it's a diet specifically for renal patients. And I just love that. I mean, I wish every food company had to do this. This should be by law what they have to do. So kudos to Square Pet for doing this. This is great. And I will tell you, those of you that are getting familiar with some of these dry matter percentages, just real quick, look at that protein level is 15.66, well within the 15 to 30% dry matter optimal range. Again, this is a renal diet, so it's at the low end, but this is awesome. If we look at calcium and phosphorus, what's the quality of the meat sources they're using? How careful are they to control the mineral excesses? What do we find? Calcium at 0.96 and phosphorus at 0.37. Holy cow, this is a true renal diet that I'd never heard of. And I'm really impressed. I went down and looked at the vitamin E levels. And again, 463 international units per kilogram of food. That's getting up into a pretty good level. I'd like to see it at 600, 700, but it's up there. It's better than the 150 you find in most foods. So here's all this information for the consumer. And if you're looking for a low phosphorus diet and for whatever reason the social media scared you off, you don't want to feed Hills and Royal Canin and Purina because they're from the devil, here you go. Here's another equivalence. As a matter of fact, there's another page that actually shows the comparative diets, and they show the other renal diets that are out there. So they do a really great job of showing you that. I looked also, here's the skin and digestive support. This would be kind of more of your standard maintenance diet. So I was curious, how healthy is this one? I understand the renal diet, they were careful to make it a renal diet. What about just a healthy diet? How well did they do? And so here's the skin and digestive support for food allergies. And here's all the information again. And I want to just zone in on the dry matter basis again. Where's the protein? 25.48. So that's perfect. If we look at calcium and phosphorus, 1.06 for calcium, so just, 0.06 over the optimal, and phosphorus at 0.57, well under, perfect within the 0.4 to 0.8. I'm just really, really impressed with these diets. And then if I look at vitamin E, we see it's even higher, 684 international units. So again, really happy looking at this. This is a little bit of a high energy food, but not bad. I love, and I'll probably try to focus in on it, but hydrolyzed pork, they're actually using, this is a hydrolyzed diet, much like ZD from Hills or HA from Purina, Royal Canin's hydrolyzed diet. They don't play with the ingredient panel, these folks. They're totally honest, and I think I have another ingredient panel, and I forget which diet it's from. Yeah, this one here, I'll put it up here. Look at this ingredient panel. This is just an honest to goodness ingredient panel, not trying to manipulate anybody or do anything bogus. Brown rice is the first ingredient, whole egg, turkey, white rice. That's just, I'm so impressed to see a company that is really giving you optimal nutrient levels, and they're not screwing around with the ingredient panel. I just love that. They definitely could be doing that like everybody else, and they're not. And every page has this where it gives you these options here, that, the feeding instructions, there's the comparable products, and the nutrient analysis. That's the button that gives me that page with all the information you could want. Okay, so and also they have a blog. They don't have too many articles, but they have an article, this one, Why a Low Protein Diet for Kidney Disease in Dogs, What Are Other Important Features? Great article, great information, no BS, your dog's a wolf, all this other stuff. So Square Pet, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Now I have to, It's just been so nice telling you how much I like them. Now I've got to go back a little bit. They're Power Hound diets. These two high energy foods. Unfortunately, they made them all life stage foods. So they're high energy, much like Pro Plan Sport, 30/20, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, most of even the good companies out there, when they make high energy foods, they double them as puppy foods. So an all life stage food, you guys know we don't have to look at the nutrient numbers, but they're going to be excessive. Why? Because it's an all life stage food to include puppyhood. And if you're going to meet the demanding requirements of growth, especially in a larger puppy, those high levels are not appropriate and definitely not optimal for your adult dog or your older dog. So where those specialized diets that Square Pet has made, man, they're awesome. These two, though, you're back into the all life stage foods, and you know my feeling on that. It's not a feeling. The fact is they're just not optimal. I wish these were high energy foods with not being life stage, not being puppy food. So they may be high quality and all that. I trust that they are, because this company can control nutrients. I just wish they hadn't made them all life stage. So that's my only fault that I see there. But otherwise, here's a legit company. Now, as much as I love this, I was really kind of rooting for them that the cost would be a whole lot less than Prescription Diet and Royal Canin and Purina. And some of the diets were about $4 a pound. Others, I think the low phosphorus actually went up to about $4.75 a pound. I think Prescription Diet KD comes in around $4.30 a pound. So with some of these diets, you're basically paying the same or just a little bit more than you would for a Hill's prescription diet. But it is another option. Again, if you like small companies and for whatever reason you've been biased or fearful of using Hill's or the other big two, here's another option for some of those diets. $4 a pound, yeah, it's more Science Diet and Pro Plan, and those kind of diets come in around $2.65 a pound. Origin was $4 a pound. Now there's a perfect example. Here's Origin, totally excessive in nutrients. Nothing good about that food. It's the same price per pound as these great diets from Square Pet. So again, if you say, well, I look at the cost, and if it's expensive, it must be good. Well, again, here's a great example. Same cost per pound and a total different nutrient profile with Square Pet than you're going to get from Origin. So, and I know there's a few others way high in that price as well. And we're not even talking about the Ollie's and Farmer's Dog of the world. So there you go. I'm pretty impressed and happy to say that for those of you that have smaller dogs, or you money is not an object, you may want to check that out. And I want to go to, unfortunately, now we have to switch to feline. Why is it certain? Oh, hey, Zuzu, what you doing? My dogs are wondering why I'm doing this out here. I should be in the basement. I don't know why, and I just said this in a comment this morning to somebody. Some food companies are awesome with their canine diets. When I say awesome, their nutrient levels, everything's great. And then their cat foods aren't that great, or vice versa. Their cat foods are awesome, which is hard to do, but then their dog food is all life stage or something like that. I don't understand the inconsistencies, but I'm just going with the nutrients, right? So Square Pet did such a great job canine. On feline, this is kind of interesting. They only make dry cat food. They only make two versions. I'll put it up here. Turkey and chicken, and then herring and salmon. And so I wanted to go see that great page. This is the page where you can go to that information. You can get the ingredient panel, the guaranteed analysis, and I clicked on the nutrient analysis, and I got content pending. So that kind of disappointed me. But when I went up to the guaranteed analysis, what did I find? I found that both of these cat foods are all life stage for kittens right on through adults and seniors. So there you go. Another company where I can heartily endorse their canine diets based on their nutrients. Their feline, I can't for two reasons. One, they only make dry and don't make canned, which is, come on, you got to make canned cat food if you're going to make cat food. I'm sorry, right? The other is that it's all life stage. But that was a little disappointing. So it just shows, there's no perfect company out there. There's no, you're not going to find everything perfect in any company, but we have to be evaluating it all on the same apples to apples. So here you go. I would not be using Square Pet cat food dry because I really don't know what I'm getting, and I know already it's too high as far as minerals for calcium oxalate or struvite crystals or hypertension or early renal disease that went undetected, that kind of thing. I wouldn't be feeding this food. So there you go. Canine, they definitely get a thumbs up. Maybe I should have a little thumbs up thing that goes on. And for feline, a thumbs down. And I hope I'm being fair. This is how I judge all the brands. And so let me know if I'm doing anything wrong here. But that's how we're going to do it on this channel. We're always going to look at the nutrients and decide what's healthiest. Everybody wants to use the word best only in the context of what's healthiest, and healthiest means it's promoting good health and it's reducing the risk of disease. If the diet's doing that based on those nutrient profiles, you got a good diet. So there you go. Enjoy the autumn, folks, and the next video coming up is going to be, I think, I caught two different retailers, one from Europe and one from America, commenting about veterinarians and nutrition. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do a response video to let's discuss veterinarians versus pet store personnel, because they're both very passionate and committed. Which one's right? So that might be a fun video. So I may work on that one next. Thanks for all the support. Love you guys. Go ahead and hit the subscribe and the like and all that other stuff. And please share any of the information that you feel is valid for the friends and family who have pets and are caught up in this crazy marketing game. All right. We'll see you. You okay, Zoo? You all right? Zuzu just tripped up a stair.